and welcome to Arteagan Daily Bread, your spiritual board meeting for Tuesday, May 12th, 2020. I am your Madam President of the Arteagan, Natalee, spelled Natalee. Feel free to stay for all of the psychic tarot, astrology, and Arteagan reports, or feel free to skip ahead as you are guided. I hereby officially call this meeting to order. Into the minutes recap, my loves. So the new moon, talking about the new moon in Taurus conjunct Uranus, bringing us some shocks and shock waves, and just take a moment to reflect on what could seem for some of us like a whole lifetime ago before we jump ahead into the future. You know, still in the fallout of this Scorpio full moon. Let it all wash away. Okay, great. Into the President's Report. So by the time you guys get this, by the time you view this, my lip is bleeding because I have OCD. And it's part of OCD, and it's a thing. Sorry about that. Into the Astrology Report. So what I'm really going to talk about for this Astrology Report is Venus and Mars. Because on Tuesday, the 12th, at 5 o'clock p.m. Pacific time, Venus officially stations retrograde in Gemini. Venus retrograde. We've been talking about this. I haven't been talking too much about this, but, you know, we've been knowing that it's approaching. And oh no, I did talk about this. I think I talked about this in the Saturn Salon, or maybe like in a digression. I do feel like I talked about it at some point. So it's reassessing of values, right? It's going back to what's really important to us. And in many cases, it brings back women from our past, or even just like soulmate feminine energies in the form of friendships, or, you know, actual like family members from the past. Estranged female relationships, so be on the lookout for that. But it could also be love, like actual, like meeting a soulmate type of love on like a Venus retrograde, even on a Mercury retrograde, although the relationship won't start in the retrograde. You could meet them, but it won't actually get started, and if you try to get it started, it won't work. Like, it just won't on retrograde. So that will be for some of you, and it's interesting because I did do an interesting spread, which you can check out. If you guys want to ever check out what I'm doing, like in my day, my life, in the psychic life, you can check out my Instagram. It's Watch Natalee. It's the same handle as YouTube. And that's kind of like the behind the scenes and what I do. And you guys see me going through, okay, I'm doing personal readings. Now I'm taking a little break, a little psychic overload break. And okay, now I'm doing my Patreon weeklies, and now I'm doing this and that. So anyone that's ever curious as to what I do or what I'm up to, check that out. Oh, and those Instagram stories are, it's called A Psychic Life. So it's every day I do that, like a little video. It's like a couple of minutes, and then I put it on the blog. So the blog is going to be called like A Psychic Life on the website, thearteagan.com. And I'm redoing the website. The queue, I'm adding another day for personal readings, so the current wait time for personal readings is going to get cut in half, which is great. I'm really excited about it. And so the whole website's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be easier. So there's going to be one button for the queue, for your waiting in line in your spot, and you'll have a new date, a new time, all that stuff. So that's forthcoming. I'm working on it little by little. You see, it's like half done. And sorry, I know that my lip's bleeding. I'm really goth. What can I say? Where was I going with that? I'm talking about personal readings. I'm sorry, guys. Let's just keep going. Venus retrograde, bringing love back. Okay, and also not just Venus retrograding, but also Jupiter retrograde, also Saturn retrograde. So expect exes to be just like crawling out of the woodwork, the past to come up. Expect to be dealing with that. Okay. Mars, on the same day, on Tuesday, a couple hours later, after Venus officially stations retrograde, Mars will move into the sign of Pisces. And it's just such a pivotal moment when you're at the end of the degrees of a sign and the beginning of the degree of a sign. It's just like the energy is really, really potent. So yeah, it's going to be, it's just more energy shifting and focus shifting. Okay. Thursday is when Jupiter retrogrades. Now the sun is doing some interesting things. I know I said that yesterday. Look out for the end of the week more. The sun will strengthen in his trine to Pluto and to Jupiter. So you can, and remember, this is this Taurus sun that with that new moon that happened with conjuncting Uranus. So yeah, I'm eating my blood. So Lydia from Beetlejuice. So it's basically saying that you can make some really big leaps forward. I know it's retrograde season, la-di-di-la-di-da, but if you use the energy the way it wants to be used, if you really get the feel for this, and this is part of what I teach in my classes, in my astrology classes, is getting the feel for this stuff so that you can use it in your life. Now, if you're like rebellious like me and you want to test everything, and you'll test it and you'll see that it's correct, like what I did with the move. Your chart's not going through trauma, you're not moving, and my chart was not going through trauma, so I didn't move. What's interesting is that death in the chart, death in transits. Sorry, I can't do anything about the sound. Sorry guys. What I was talking about, death in the natal, death by transit in the chart. I know a couple things about that, and I've had to travel to Chicago and euthanize my best friend, my dog, my little Gia, who I had for the past 17 years. And I've had her more of my life than I've not had her in my life. And the way it showed up for her, looking at the astrology, the way it showed up for her is that her service is ending. Astrologically. It's interesting. Really, honestly, the past 3 super full moons, I've learned so much about astrology. And here's the funny thing, is that psychically, like, I know the energies. I'm always right about the energies. And what the astrology of the past 3 lunar cycles has shown me is the manifestation of those energies and how to get better at, like, a little bit better at what to expect and how to expect it. And it's just been a learning experience. But anyway, so if you're interested in learning from a teacher who eats her own blood, Astrology 101 is Wednesday, May 20th, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be so much fun. I love astrology. I'm a huge astrology nerd, tarot. I've been doing you guys know the whole drill. You guys know I'm obsessed with this stuff. And so that's another reason why you need to pick a good astrologer, though, is to have someone that treats you like an individual, because you are. Every natal chart is different. You can't say Venus is going retrograde, your money is going to be tight. Maybe Venus is not a money planet for you. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, everyone's an individual. Everyone's chart. Everyone has their own personal astrology. It's like Bruce Lee's Jeet Kune Do. How everyone's Jeet Kune Do is different. Mine could have a lot of Wing Chun, you know, like from Neo in the Matrix. Maybe your Jeet Kune Do has a lot of French savate kicking and, you know. Same thing, your astrology, your natal chart is different. Your natal chart is unique because you are a unique individual. And you should be treated as such. Okay, into the psychic report. I'm not going to say anything. Dealing with what I've been dealing with you know, I went to 6 different grammar schools in 8 years, and then I did 1 year of high school and finished the rest in correspondence I'm shuffling now. Correspondence courses, and Gio is like my only friend, my best friend. And it's just hard for me to make friends. It's just hard for me, and it was for so long, struggling with psychic ability and not knowing how to control it, not knowing how to use it, not knowing, I mean, she was really just my best friend. And we're into our tarot report. Three of Swords in reverse. Along with the Five of Staves and the Hierophant. I feel like someone's breaking up in your marriage or in your couple. It feels like there's a couple breaking up, and I feel like someone's like really happy about it. Like this breakup is not making someone upset. Could be different belief systems too. It could be just different philosophies about life, different outlooks, different perspectives. Wow, Two of Swords, Eight of Staves. Someone has a lot to say, but they're not saying anything. Like even more to say, like whatever it is that this is maybe you, maybe someone you're connecting to. They have even more to say than just antagonizing or just disagreeing with you or with the other person. They have a lot more to say that they're not saying, or that's you. You have a lot to say that you're not saying. It's a nice energy. Ooh, boy. Uh-oh. I feel it. I'm channeling someone breaking up. Seven of Staves, Chariot, Queen of Wands. Sorry, I know the colors get all bad. My bleeding lip doesn't help. The Page of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. Wow, someone's really focused on the future. Someone's really focused on like tying up these loose ends. That's why they're not saying anything. They just want to get out. You or this other person. It's like all they want is to get out. They don't even want to even try and explain it to the other side anymore. I feel like they tried. Could have even tried to save the connection, save the relationship, maybe even go to therapy or something. But there's a point where like all the pain just lifted, where it's like, I just want to be happy. I just want to be happy. And now that shift has happened. It's happening this week. It's happening now. This person, you or this person, it's like, I don't care about winning the fight. I don't care about being right. I don't care about being righteous. I don't care about I don't care about them understanding where I'm coming from, because they either don't have the capacity to, because they're limited belief system, or they're not trying to. They just want to keep the status quo. Whatever it is, you don't care anymore. You're out. You're putting paperwork together. This is like paperwork, journals, logs, dates, data, filling out forms. This is a studious energy, and this is someone that communicates through paper, through writing, through written messages, through concrete messages. And the Seven of Pentacles, it's like you're putting into that. You're putting your energy into that, getting ready, maybe even traveling. You know, it sounds weird, but hey, I see what I see. I feel like someone's wanting to go towards this Queen of Wands. Doesn't have to mean that this is a third party, although it kind of looks like that someone does like want to escape a relationship that they're in that's just contentious, and like they're not able to get through to the other person, and they've really accepted that. They're like, you know what, I give up. I can't get to you, and this is a bad red flag. So boom. And they're like fighting for their right here. They have a competitive advantage, and I feel like this person hurt you. If this is you that I'm channeling and you're like breaking up, in the middle of breaking up, middle of getting out of this relationship, you're in the right. Like someone hurt you, or how they live their life, what they believe, it's somehow very incongruent with your ethics and your morals and your morality and your standard of relating in a relationship. So you have the higher ground here and you're using it. I feel like you weren't using it before. It feels like you were really trying to make this work. You were this person. Someone's trying to... If you're the Queen of Wands, then this is the couple that are breaking up right now and someone's on their way to you. And if you're waiting for someone to cut something off with someone else, this will resonate with you if you kind of already know or suspect or get a feeling that they have very different belief systems or ethics or values. There could even be some sort of discrepancy in like class systems. I'm actually getting that someone could be really spoiled or really like indulged or come from entitlement. I don't know. They don't have to be like inherited wealth, but I feel like there's someone here that feels very entitled and someone here that just doesn't resonate with that. That maybe they like forgave it in the past, whatever, that's just who you are, but there's something like foundationally broken there. Interesting. Let's go ahead and clarify. Thank you, everyone, for all of your sweetness and kindness and good vibes and good karma donations. Thank you. It's, I wanted that place to share with someone. The one I got scammed out of, I wanted to share it with like a friend or someone to love, or primarily my little dog. Because I knew she was old and I wanted to take care of her because I serve the masses, I serve the collective in my messages, my channeled messages, so I could have her like right there, right behind me. And with her gone, I just feel like that apartment doesn't even matter, like really doesn't matter now. There's like one less person to share it with. It was best for her, it really was. And I just don't know where I belong, like physically. And it's funny because, we put her down a few hours ago. And here I am talking to you guys because I like helping you guys and I care about you guys. It's good for me, All right, let's get back to your love story here. Let's get back to your love triangle. Because it's really juicy. 3 of Swords in reverse, please. 3 of Swords in reverse. Tell me about this 3 of Swords. She came out on her side, Queen of Cups. I feel like someone's about to like completely emotionally mature into, I'm hearing beast. I feel like that's an inside joke for someone. Beast. Oh, she's telling me it's like rehabilitating the loss. Like they're getting over this. They're getting over it. Oh, okay. She's telling me that this person, if you're the Queen of Wands, this person wants to keep these 2 relationships very separate, where they don't want it to like interfere with you. So they're kind of like getting themselves emotionally like really cleaned out. Tell me about while they do whatever this is to like prepare. Tell me about the Hierophant and the 5 of Staves, please. Tell me about this Hierophant and the 5 of Staves. This is Hierophant, this is 5 of Staves. I'm seeing legal too. This could be a divorce. We have the Moon. We have 6 of Cups. I'm not surprised to see 6 of Cups at all. And another 7 of Staves. So their person is going to fight for this based on the past. Like, you're really going to throw all this away. You're really going to throw all this away. You're really going to throw all this away. It's all chaos. It's all... They don't agree. Like, if this is you and your person just don't agree. it's like you're not going to manipulate the situation about the past. Like that's what they're standing on, and someone else is standing on like the future. It's very, very, maybe that's just it. Like you just disagree about the past, you both disagree about the future, or both. But that's like the source of this conflict here. It's also that I feel like both of you have different ideas about the past. Like I feel like these two individuals have different versions or different experiences of the same past. Whatever happened. Let's clarify the 8 of Staves and the 2 of Swords, please. That could also be them not talking to you. So if you're not talking to someone that they're like, oh, I'm in a relationship, they're getting out. If this resonates with you this way, they're getting out of it. That's why they're not talking to you, because they are trying to keep it cleaner, or just even just for them. Yeah. Do you see that? 3 of Staves, they're not talking to you, but they're looking towards you. They're making plans to get towards you, to arrive where you are. I am getting travel. They're wrapping this up. They are wrapping this up. Let's clarify the 7 of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Chariot, and this. That was loud. We have here. They're waiting for money. They're waiting for money to come through. That's what this is. That's what the paperwork is. Ooh, we're good today. We are on fire. Bleeding from our lips on fire. This is what this is all about. The paperwork I was talking about, the ledgers, the journals, the accounting. That's what this is. They're putting their finances together so that they can actually like totally charge in here. Look at that's a dynamic couple actually. The Charioteer and that Queen of Wands. So this person is going to come towards you. Expect, third party situation, and it's also reunion energy. So I feel like this person that they're with is more of a karmic lesson to be learned, and you are more looking like the retrograde reunion of soulmates, of like true soulmates. All right, let's get some love oracle for you guys. See what's up. See what's good in the love oracle. Land. We've got a few cards here. Ooh. We have deception. Someone is wearing a false self-mask in this relationship. Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. And last but not least, we have attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Excuse me. So chemistry and attraction is definitely the Queen of Wands. This person is definitely attracted to you because you're like fiery. Okay. Deception and codependency is the Moon. That's what they're getting out of. They're like detangling themselves energetically and financially and every other way from this toxic karmic lesson connection. That's not who and that's why they're arguing about the past, because this person that they're with is very codependent on your soulmate, and to feed that codependency, they were deceptive with your soulmate. They could have just lied, cheated, stolen, whatever, cheated on them, and they're in like a weird toxic cycle. And so your soulmate's breaking out of that toxic cycle to enter a reward cycle with you. And remember, however this is resonating, you let it resonate according to who you are in the situation. Even if you're the deceptive, codependent person, you have a lot to learn about everything happening here too. Okay? So if you are the deceptive, codependent person, you just need to see it in yourself and like accept that it's there, and then be real gentle with yourself and really, really accept that it's not who you really are, that it's learned behavior. Sorry, I think it's a scab now. That it's learned behavior, that it's not who you really are. It's something that you picked up. Your parents were like that, or, some sort of dark little story that explains why you're codependent, why you're deceptive. So if it is you, just be real gentle with yourself. Okay, you're not trying to hurt anyone, trying to be a bad person. You love this person very much. You're going about it the totally wrong way. It's about to get loud. I'm going to wrap this up soon. Okay? So retreat is this person like backing out of the situation. And I feel like they would rather just run away with you. So they might even try to make up for this weird overlap a little bit and like give you private attention away from the energy of that third situation. Okay? Okay. Well, that's interesting. So some of you are reuniting with a soulmate who is leaving their toxic karmic lesson person. Oh, Practical Magic Level 1 is Thursday, May 14th. There's an emphasis on lucid dreaming, astral traveling, and the subconscious. So go to thearteagan.com, go under classes, and hit checkout, or I think buy now, or whatever it is. It's a green button, and you can add that to your cart and check out like normal, like if you're booking a personal reading. If you're not part of the Patreon level, that's included. So it's like a one-off. You can do it 1 month by 1 month if it's something you're interested in. And that's how the Patreon tiers are structured. Pages to high priestesses and hierophants according to like how interested you are in your own spirituality and how, you know, when you're guided, as you're guided. You don't want to rush something like that. So really make sure that you're feeling guided to sign up for these classes because they're doozies. You're going to have experiences, okay? So it's like a whole thing. So, okay. Tarot Talk is Wednesday, May 28th. Arteagan Report. I cracked open. Arteagan Report. I have not had the new dates set up for May, and I'm sorry. I have it's on the list. I'm sorry, guys. Correspondence. If you guys have any questions, if you ever have any questions about your personal reading or a class or the channel or anything that I do, if you have a question for me, just feel free to email me thefirstarteagan@gmail.com. I am very open to strengthening my relationship with you. Because if you're here in this vibe, if you're here with me, and a lot of you have been with me for a while, then I value you. It's like rare. So, old business. New business. That's about it, guys. That's about it. Thank you for staying patient with me and for supporting me and being nice to me. And I really appreciate it. And take care. I will see you guys tomorrow. And I really love doing this. So I'm going to be here. I'll be here tomorrow from this background. So I love you guys and have a great day and many blessings on your heads.